Okay, good morning, good afternoon. Listen, thank you guys for watching my videos. Um, we're trying to get 3,000, 4,000 watch hours. Right now, we're at 1,800. So if you're a subscriber, maybe you can go back and look at some of my older videos. If you're not a subscriber, you can still watch my videos and subscribe. Okay. Uh, we need to get like 1,200 watch hours to monetize. Once again, I'm pleading with you guys to help me out here. So today I want to talk about protecting your identity. Okay. I don't know how I stumbled across this. I don't know if it's just fate or what. But yesterday I saw uh, a video from the USA uh, involving what I perceive to be a very well-known vlogger that vlogs regarding uh, his stay here in the Philippines. And for many years, let's say like maybe 3 years or more, I was an avid follower of this guy. But there were some things that made me stop following him. But nevertheless, uh, I hate to see anything bad happen to anyone. So what I'm going to do today is try to um, give you a heads up from my boots on the ground experience as far as protecting your identity. Now, I don't know how many of you know this, but Russia, China, Korea, Africa, and the Philippines is well known for identity theft. It's well known for computer fraud. Now, identity theft and scams involving identity is well established here in the Philippines, simply because here in the Philippines, there is a unison with the United States. Let's say, for instance, if you were to go to the Social Security office, which there's only one for the United States, which is located in Manila, everyone in that Social Security office is a Filipino. Okay? There's no Americans working there. They're all Filipino. But they handle all of your information from Social Security in the USA. So here in the Philippines, not only, let's say the Social Security office, immigrations, other places, they have access to your information in the USA, total access to your information in the USA. And what does it take for someone to steal files of Americans and their ID, their identification? It doesn't take much. And what do you think the precautions are set in place to prevent that? Perhaps I would imagine that it's very slim. But here in the Philippines, it's done a little differently. Okay? It's not so much done by hacking in computers, stealing files, this type of thing. It's done by modern tasks. It's done by gossiping. It's done by talking. Okay? Because once you come to the Philippines, you're gonna see that the Philippines, the people don't hesitate to ask you questions that in the States could probably get them punched in the mouth. Okay? They don't hesitate. Like, how much is your Social Security check? When do you get your check? When did you retire? What's your Social Security number? You know, they don't hesitate to ask you these questions. Like, they ask you these questions like straight out, no hesitation whatsoever. Okay. So You can imagine you come here to the Philippines, or let's say, for instance, this is typical. You have a relationship with someone, you're living with them. They get access, seeing your passport. Maybe they take a picture of it. They see your social security card. Maybe they take a picture of it. Okay. Anyhow, you're living with this person. All of your data, all of your identification, they have access to it, because I'm sure living with someone, you don't hide you don't hide stuff. And a Filipina, she cleans, she goes here, she's going to make it her business to go through everything that you own. Trust and believe me, she's going to go through everything that you bring in that house. You're not going to bring one box in that house and she's not going to go through every piece of paper, everything that's in it, every clothing item, she's going to go through everything. Okay? Whether you're there or you're not there, she's going through your stuff. Okay? And that's just plain and simple. Okay? Sometimes you'll find that the boundaries for respect is not there. The Filipino don't have the same boundaries as you would think. You like in the U.S. You don't touch somebody's phone. You don't go into somebody's stuff. Certain things you just don't invade another person's privacy. But here in the Philippines, the Filipina, she doesn't see it that way. If you want to establish boundaries as to your personal privacy, you have to establish that. Otherwise, she's going to go through everything you got. Okay? So, you get a Filipina, she goes through your stuff, whether she reads it, take pictures of it, whatever. You got a sheet of paper with all your passwords on it. Okay. Do she copy it down? Do she take a picture of it? What? You see? Do she just look at it and put it back? What? You don't know. You don't know. So you can be compromised. Okay? Now, one thing for sure and two for certain. The Filipina in the Philippines is a far sight different from the Filipina in the USA. Once she's made that transition from the Philippines to the USA, she becomes a total different creature. You don't believe me? Meet and greet one. Know a Filipina here in the Philippines, and then know her once she gets to the States. She's a totally different creature. I have not met one yet that maintains the morality of a Filipina in the Philippines. Once they get to the States, they become totally different creatures. So, what am I saying? If you take her home to the States and she has access to all your ID and you fall out with her, well, maybe she can be manipulated by another American who says, hey, what's your old man's social? And begin a campaign in using her ex-husband information and living it up on the ex-husband's name. With what? Without him even knowing it. Why? Because maybe, perhaps, the ex-husband has no idea that his wife has his information. He had no idea that she invaded his privacy. He had no idea that someone has influenced her to use his personal information for financial gain in fraud. It happens, man. It happens all the time. It's not nothing new, you see? So what I'm saying is when you make your trips over here and you're visiting 1 week, 2 weeks, man, you have to put your stuff away. You have to secure your credit card. You have to secure your ID, your passport. You have to secure it. Because the Filipina that you're going to be with, you don't know if you can trust her. You have no idea. You have no clue. You don't know her, man. Okay? And you got to protect yourself. It's just common sense, because you're in a third world country. You're 3,000 miles away from home. And you cannot throw caution to the wind. You have to be cautious. Okay? Because there are some who will get your information. They won't use it, but they'll give it to someone else that knows how to use it. Okay? Look at how these women are taking let's say they have this thing where the young girls, they want what they call it 3 M's. They want an old guy that's about to die. They want to take care of him royally. You understand? And their plan is that they're going to collect all of his pensions, Social Security, everything, once he, bite the dirt. Okay? And their intentions in the beginning is that they're looking for somebody that's on their way out. So how many of them plot and scheme? They take a sister's baby, go get a birth certificate made in the man's name, create some phony adoption papers, say the man adopted the baby, and they marry. They may have a legal marriage certificate, or they may have something that shows they had a ceremony, or they have some type of document showing that they were married. Maybe not a legitimate document, but they present this document. They go to Social Security and they try to collect the man's Social Security. Some of them are successful. Some of them are prosecuted. Some of them go to jail for it. But it happens. It goes on. Just Google Filipina Social Security fraud in the Philippines. Google it. The percentage that get caught is very high. You see? And the prosecution rate is very high. They do prosecute them. Okay? So, but it's a common scam. It's a scam that's been going on for centuries. You see? So, the Filipina in the USA, you take her to the USA, she's got your information, you break up, now she's been got with a scammer white man, and she's running up credit in your name. The scammer white man is using her, she's using him. Both of them are living off you. You see? Yeah. So protect your information. Keep it secure. Often check to see if there's any new credit cards or anything opened up in your name. Doesn't, you could do it once a month, you know? You could do it once a month just to see. You could get a service that will send you a notice if there's any activity any new activity with your credit. You see? Man, it's worth it. Because if you're depending on that credit, and your credit file, your credit, to make things happen for you, you got to protect it. You got to look out for it. You can't be naive. Okay? And it's very difficult once they hit you up, man. It's a lot to go through. Okay? So just simply get a service that notifies you about your credit. That's the simplest way. Check your credit. Protect your information. That's the most important. When you come here, have something that you have not a key to, but a combination to. Whether it be a bag, a pouch, that you got all your personal information in. So that when the girl is there, she can't just pick up your stuff and go through it. Take pictures of it. I used to because my memory is bad, I used to print out a sheet of all my account passwords. Well, hell, I found out that sheet was missing, and somebody had it. Now, what would they want with a sheet with my passwords on it? What good is that to them? Make you wonder. Like Arsenio Hall used to say, something to think about. Why would you take my sheet with my passwords on it, take it out of my case, and wherever you got it, you got it. And for however long you had it, I had no idea. But why would you do that? Well, if a person got your password to your accounts, speak for itself. Let you know that they know what it's worth. Now, what they do with it, you don't know. So if you ever find your stuff missing, misplaced, this, that, and the third, change all your passwords, man. Don't be naive. Don't trust them. Don't trust nobody. You see? Don't trust them. Because if they are so that they feel a need to take your information, take it out of your stuff, and you find that it's missing, and they have removed it, that's somebody you can't trust. Because anybody who sees that and know that it's passwords, know that that's sensitive information. And if somebody removes your sensitive information, you cannot trust them. You can't trust that they have no bad intentions. No, you can't. How could you? Because if they had good intentions, they would have never been in your shit. And if they had good intentions, they would have never removed your shit. So what they gonna do with it, don't assume the best. Assume the worst. Okay? This brother, he's got big issues. You guys know who he is. The man says he don't believe in God. I believe in God. I'm going to ask everybody to make a prayer for him and his baby. Everybody pray for him. and his baby, because he sent his baby back to the USA in what appears to be an horrific situation. And that baby was in a very good situation here, according to the videos that I saw of that baby. He was in a good situation here. Me, if I have a baby, I will never send my baby back to the States. Never. I mean, I won't say I'll never send them back to the States. I will never send them back to the States to live, to raise. Maybe if I have a baby, I'll probably be dead. I wouldn't mind if the baby went to college or went there for whatever. But as far as to send them there as a youngster, never. Never. I would never do it. But anyhow, I'm going to ask all my subscribers to pray for Calvin, pray for his son. Pray that he has a safe trip back to the USA. Pray that when he gets to the USA, that he do not encounter any foul play, because people who normally do criminal activities, they are prone to violence. So I pray that he's able to maintain his composure, that everything goes smoothly for him, that God looks over him, God protects him, God protects his child, that he goes there, he takes care of whatever it is the man has to take care of, and he gets back here to his family here safely, securely, without incident. Amen. And I'm going to ask all my subscribers, pray for Mr. Sunshine Shoulders, Calvin Roach. Pray for him. Please. Okay? I'm asking all my subscribers, pray for him. Listen, I need you guys to do me a biggie. Help me with this watch hours. Okay? If you're not a subscriber, man, hit the subscribe button. If you don't see the subscribe button, send me a message. Let me know you don't see it. So maybe there's a problem with my site or something. But if it ain't no problem with my site and you watching my videos, hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Listen, one thing for sure and two for certain, everybody should know. When you help other people, in reality, you're helping yourself. Okay? So don't hesitate to help somebody, however small or however big it is. I'm not asking you to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I'm not asking you to play God. Don't try to play God. But God always puts an opportunity in your face to allow you to do some good for another person. He always puts that in your face as a blessing for you, as a reward for you, as an opportunity for you to share your goodness, grace, and well-being that you've been blessed with. You see? So that's why when you help other people, you're helping yourself. Okay? So when the situation presents itself to you, if you hesitate, go back and follow through. Okay? Go back and follow through. Help the people. Help someone. If you're given the opportunity. Okay? Again, there's a difference between helping someone and being Captain Save-A-Ho. There's a difference between helping someone and playing God. Okay? You can't save the poverty of the world. You may ponder it. It may be depressing to you or whatever. But remember, that's God's job, not yours. He's the caretaker of all these things that you see. He designed, he built that. That's his duty. But when a little opportunity comes your way, don't pass it by. That's what I want to emphasize that, because I really think that that's important. And I really think that a lot of us have gotten away from that. Okay? Those little acts of kindness spread to big acts of kindness. Okay? Remember that. Help other people, you help yourself. Hit the subscribe button. What you waiting for? Help me out. Do a brother a justice. Okay? All right, listen, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Okay? If you got anything you want to know about, hear about, hit me up. Send me a comment. Let me know. I'm here for you. And like I said, there's very few topics that you can touch on, that you can ask about, that I don't have first-hand, boots on the ground experience, that I can tell you the ins and outs of it from first-hand knowledge. Okay? So as long as I'm breathing and able to do this, you should take avail of it. Ask me. I'm giving you what I've seen with my own eyes. Okay? And my perspective is the perspective coming from a God-fearing man. Okay? That's my perspective. I'm a God-fearing man, and that's my perspective. I'm going to give you the truth. Okay? I'm not going to whitewash it. I'm not going to put no angles on it. Okay? I'm going to give you the truth. Okay? So listen, appreciate you guys. Once again, if you're not subscribed, the big man is asking you to subscribe. Help me out. Okay? And if you have time, watch some of my other videos. If you're a new subscriber, go back and look at some of my other videos. Give me some watch time hours. That's what I need. I need at least 1,300 watch time hours. Okay? With my subscribers, man, I should be able to do that in 2 weeks. If my people would go back and watch my videos that they haven't seen. I've said some things that you ain't heard. Okay? Help me out. God bless you. Take care. Love you for the pleasure of God. Take care.